This song is called Salt, and I want to translate this one to you because I actually played it before, but I didn't translate it. And you know, I did not get the text, the lyrics before, because I never get into it. I didn't read the lyrics, and it's hard to understand the words that he's singing, the lead singer, Yakiv, until you read the text. So a few days ago I read the text, and now I cannot stop listening to this song, and singing along to it is also super pleasant. So let me translate it for you. He himself, Yakiv, was saying that this song is actually an address to the world, that Ukraine is still standing, and no matter how hard it is, we're still here, we're still fighting, and everyone should know that, and not just know, but notice that. And this song is a lot about war, you can tell. Let's read the lyrics. Where decade 1 has passed, there comes decade 2. God loves the Trinity, and it's just a stone's throw to the nickel too. Through laughter and tears to the end, through silence, joy and pain, from head to toe covered in scars, life isn't sugar, that's the salt. Essence. Yeah, we say like that's the salt, meaning that's the essence of it. So life's not sugar, that's the salt. And I stand between, you know, this part of the song, and despite everything, executioners there will always be. Now happiness loves silence, so stay quiet. Through laughter and tears to the end, through silence, joy and pain, from head to toe covered in scars, life isn't sugar, that's the salt. And then I stand between, to blaze in flames, the ground tramples beneath my feet, even barefoot, my dear, to you, and not for a moment. Yeah, trying to, but in English it sounds a bit different. Will I turn my gaze, and not for a moment, will I turn my gaze from the sky where shines your guiding star. I'm coming to you. And yeah, then he repeats 4 times. Do tebe idu. Then I stand between 2 blazing flames, the ground trembles beneath my feet, even barefoot, my dear, to you, and not for a moment will I turn my gaze from the sky where shines your guiding star. I'm coming to you. And here in the comments to this song, I saw comments like, there are no chances, almost no chances to win, but who cares when this song is so wonderful? After all, the life is not sugar, and that's the essence of it. That's the salt. So it's pretty fucking powerful when I imagine a Ukrainian soldier singing, you know, singing or saying this in his head. I stand between 2 blazing flames, the ground trembles beneath my feet, even barefoot, my dear, to you, and not for a moment will I turn my gaze from the sky where shines your guiding star. I'm coming to you. Too fucking tragic. if you look at this song from this angle, from this perspective. So please enjoy the song more, because I left the link to it in the description of this video. I don't know, it's pretty hard. For the last 2-3 days. It's not like I'm depressed or demotivated, but you know, I just talk to soldiers, you know, guys. I know the situation. And the situation is really bad. And it matters nothing to us, you know. Meaning that we have no other choice. We will keep fighting. And standing for our homeland, for our people. I'm not one of the warriors, but I'm pretty much close to many of them, you know. A lot of them are my friends, and I can feel what they feel. And the life's not sugar, especially in times of war, and it all just is too tragic. And too many brave Ukrainians lost their lives already. And the more this war goes, the more of them are lost. The more of them are sacrificing their lives. And it's just, you know, it just feels awful to know that, yes, we kinda aren't alone, but no one is really all in for us. I mean, for the countries. Yes, there are individuals who are all in for us, who come here and fight on our side, and I'm forever grateful to them. But I would love to see other countries being our true allies. Allies, not partners. Allies who will step in and, you know, pipe dreams. Why should they, right? I'm just a bit philosophical in the last few days. Just hurts. It just hurts. Even though I'm lucky to not lose any soldiers' friends in the last few months, and yeah, it's still to, you know, to me, to the person who feels everything pretty well, who is empathetic enough to understand the scale of the tragedy that Ukraine has right now. A lot of people say that it will hit us harder, you know, us Ukrainians. This tragedy will hit us harder after the victory. But it hits me hard already, for fuck's sake. Thank you, Rick. Your efforts are appreciated. Slava Ukraini, Героям слава. Героям слава, my friend. Thank you, Alpine Style 84. Hello, my dear lady Tune. Hope you're doing great, sweetie. Love to you and Freya. That said Elvin Archer. Elvin Archer said that. Good to see you all, guys. There are different kinds of warriors, Rick. Yeah, McPigeon, you're right. You're right. I'm still, to be honest, striving to be the the one of them. You may call me one, but I don't feel like it. But I'm striving, and I'm doing pretty good while I'm striving, I think. But anyway, guys, thank you for standing by my side, by the side of Ukraine. It really is very, very appreciated by me and by many other Ukrainians who know you rollers. And you have seen Stas today, who spent 2 years and 7 months in Russian captivity, and how grateful he was, and how how honest he was. I'm waking up realizing that hundreds of soldiers died of or wounded during the last 24 hours, and my heart aches. Miadana. Some days I try to, I don't know, I don't even try, I just don't think about it. I'm focused on my goals, I'm focused on work, I'm thinking on how to accomplish those goals, you know. And some days it just hits me hard. And yeah, I feel the same as you. My heart aches. My heart aches big time, and you know, it's not that easy to not feel that pain. Well, let me show you the campaign. It's been going for almost 2 months now, this campaign, I mean. And this one is pretty awesome. We have pretty cool patches in this campaign. Here they are. Yep. So, may the borscht be with you. Here it is. Already embroidered, waiting for you. In drones we trust. Pretty fucking awesome patch. And the Patriot patch. You can get them for donating 100 euros for one patch to this fundraising campaign.
Glad to be here at least like for, I don't know, 20 minutes, I hope, because I do need to go to sleep early today.
Okay. Um that's good. Atom, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. At least so far. Actually, it's my first live stream, so I'm excited.
That's cool.
Yay!
And yeah, I would like to say hi, rollers.
Yep. Live
Oh,
long
it
and
should be
prosper.
this way. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. No problem. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys may remember Mykhailo, Atom. His call sign Atom is because he was an engineer on the nuclear power plant, and he is an officer of the 26th Artillery Brigade right now, and we provided his guys with 2 NAFA trucks in the beginning of this year. I think it was, what was it? January, probably, right?
April.
April. Wow, actually
Yeah.
not that late. Yeah, so it was the
I
second.
guess you said January because it was still snowing in Kiev in April.
Yeah, I remember it was pretty cold, and yeah, we were dressed in winter coats when we were filming that interview. But the sun was already pretty warm. Remember?
Yeah, somewhere at the afternoon, I guess, because I came at 11 a.m. It was pretty freezy still.
Mhm.
Then after I had few cameras pointed on me, I became more warm.
Yep, that's good
Yeah.
that you're okay to be on camera, because you know, not all the soldiers, officers, not all the military like this, and they usually are like, no, 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 let's not do this. Don't show my face. I don't want to talk. All that stuff. But it's good to have you guys talking because you have a lot of cool information to share. You can also do what? You can also share your experience, not just information, but experience. And in my opinion, experience is the most important thing in this case. Do you agree with me, guys?
Yeah, for sure, of
Experiences
course.
matter.
But there is not all the experience we can share in public, of course, so I cannot tell everything.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And yeah,
You want?
also those 2 cars I received in April from my brigade, they are still alive and they are helping really much in delivering shells for the
Nice.
positions. So thanks one more time.
I'm really happy that the cars are still okay, because sometimes they may live just for a few hours. We had those cases. But these ones they
Yeah,
seem to be lucky,
unfortunately,
right?
we just improved some ways in delivering shells. I will not share how, but now our trucks are living more
Mm-hmm.
than it was before. Let's say that.
That's really
So
cool.
it's cool to have.
That's great news.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really happy to hear that we still are making up some new ways to, keep the soldiers in those trucks safer and the trucks themselves safer. Because, like lately with the fiber optic FPV drones, this is becoming harder and harder, and it's just, yeah, it's just a. In some directions, it becomes a disaster, and Russians are completely controlling the logistics, and we just cannot. Mm, I mean, I've heard it from some soldiers that there are almost no countermeasures to that. Maybe the nets that are on the roads, and I really hope there are more and more of them. Mykhailo, if you can share, if you see out there on the roads close to the front line more nets lately, and that we're working on that.
Yep, there are some roads with nets already, and I guess in May or June, when I went to Dnipro, there is a road from Kramatorsk to Dobropille.
Mm-hmm.
The guys just started building these nets over the road, and
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately now the front line is not so far from this road. So
Mm-hmm.
at
Yeah.
least we had time to get those nets, and now we are getting them in other cities farther from the front line. But on my opinion, it's still not enough. Not
Mm-hmm.
enough of them. I mean the quantity.
Yeah, the quantities definitely, but they really help, right? I heard that it's a pretty working method.
They do.
That's good. That's good to hear. That there is at least some countermeasure to the fiber optic FPV drones. I really am glad to hear that. Okay, we already have some questions for Autumn in the chat, but since Lena has just a little time with us, I want to present for the third time the item that we have on the auction just for the next 1.5 hours. Yeah, 1.5 hours. This auction will expire, and you guys won't be able to get this item. And actually, we already have pretty high bid, Lena. We had $100 bid from Nine Lives,
Yeah, I've seen that.
but then he went and outbid himself and put $300 bid on your collage. Yeah.
Okay, I'm flattered.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, yeah, guys, I'm gonna show you the collage on the screen right now, and let's let Lena talk about it once more because I remember the story of it, but there might be some of you in the chat who don't remember the story. So please, Lena, the microphone is yours.
Yeah, thank you. I wonder uh, what story are you talking about, Rick?
What's what?
What story are you talking about?
I'm talking about the story that you created. This one. Actually, I think it was. Okay, are you checking me right now?
No, I'm just trying to get the story.
The story when you
Remind me.
created it and what was the idea behind it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, so I cannot say I am a very creative person, but sometimes I do like to create something when I have, some thoughts, and it helps me to get things out of my head through arts or something handmade. And so I happened to get invited to collage workshop with my friends, and through all the materials, like there were, I'd say, at least 50 um, like sources of materials, different journals and postcards and all of that. I cannot understand, but how come? But I found materials about Crimea in like that journals, even though they were like quite old. So I was surprised, and of course, the first thing that comes to my mind is Crimea and everything related to Crimea, and of course occupation, because it has many um, metaphors how it is. influence in my life and the life of Ukrainians and Crimean daughters who have to live with these different oppression of Crimea because I don't know about other people, but I definitely feel that this land maybe has not been stolen, but definitely desacrificed and its appearance changed. It has been changing for quite some time, but it is changing dramatically since 2022. So we like it really hurts a lot. And so I was surprised that having all the materials in the world, I created, but maybe not surprised. I created collage about Crimea. And of course, when taking, I don't know, maybe at least like 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, finding to trying to find composition or like checking the paper, uh, you think about like images you're holding in your hands. And I really went deep down into my thoughts and reflections about Crimea. So I feel actually very proud of this work. It's not my first collage, but it's definitely the one I would love the world to see. So um, I'm very thankful to Rick that you put it on the auction, and I do hope um, it will get as much money as it deserves.
Yep, thank you very much, actually, Lena, for providing this collage for my fundraisers, and it's very helpful. Thank you. And
Yeah. I decided to like support your fundraiser. Um,
thank you. I actually see the woods, of course, of the green men who are marching to Crimea. I see a woman with the child. Seems like she is a Crimean Tatar who needs to leave Crimea because of the invaders. And why is it a bucket on her head? I'm curious.
yeah, my idea is different. I do not perceive her as Crimean Tatar.
Mm.
Uh, I'm not
Instead,
sure.
she's a Russian who is
Yes,
invading Crimea. The Russian civilians who are being transferred to Crimea to replace the indigenous people of Crimea.
yeah, that's the
Yep.
idea. And she is big, and she is holding a child in her hands who, I don't know, maybe in 16 to 18 years will say that they are indigenous and they have every right to be there, even though they are not, and they have not been born there, and their grandparents have not
Yep.
been living there for centuries.
Yeah, and we're good. Well, how are you?
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Okay, that's good to hear. Okie doke. So, Fuzzy, this is Autumn. He's from 26 Artillery Brigade.
Yo, bro, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
Good, glad to hear, man.
And you know Lena, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How are you?
yeah. Hi.
So, Fuzzy, can you finally tell us now from what unit you are?
Yes, so I'm in Cartier.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuzzy transferred to Khartia, and he is gonna keep being a mortar man, but in Khartia now. So
Yes.
that's pretty cool. I heard only the best about Khartia, so this is a pretty good unit, and I wish you all the best there, Fuzzy.
Cheers, bro. Thank you.
That you won't discover any unpleasant surprises, and their reputation will not fade in my eyes, you know.
Yes.
Cartier has a good reputation. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you know, there's always a chance that there's gonna be some screw up.
Don't say it.
I won't jinx it. Okay, Fuzzy. Okay, so guys.
Okay, Rick,
Oh.
please let me go.
Yes, Lena,
I
thank you
just
so
hope
much
you
for
get
being
some
here.
sleep.
Thank you for joining and attracting more attention to this item, this collage. So please, hello, Aziza. Good to see you, but
Hello.
yes, now we can even hear you. That's great. Hello, hello. So, Aziza, this is Atom. His name is Mykhailo. Atom is his call sign because he was an engineer of the nuclear power plant when he was not an officer of the 26th Artillery Brigade before the full-scale invasion. But after the full-scale invasion, he joined the army, and now he's super tired of it. I bet. Right, Mykhailo?
I do. But actually, I am a nuclear engineer.
Yep.
I still have my place, so I'm planning to come back. Whatever the other people would tell me to stay in the army after I'm here till the moment I'm needed here. But after everything ends,
Yep. And I really wish that all of this will end sooner, as soon as fucking possible. Because, it's already been going for much longer than it should have been going for. Just because we had some indecisive partners who first were helping us pretty well and then stopped after they have seen how fast we're deoccupying our territories back in 2022. This is something that I will never understand. I will understand, of course, and I actually already understand, but I will never accept. This is not fucking okay. This should have never happened. They should just keep supporting us on the level for us to deoccupy our territories back in 2022, and not just decreasing the amount of support. If you have, guys, any objections or additions to that, you're welcome.
not a single one.
Yeah. Aziza is my Crimean Tatar friend who is a very talented artist. She's a singer and a painter, and those paintings that I was showing that are on the auction are hers. And yep, I'm very happy to call her my friend. Aziza, the mic is yours.
I'm happy to be here. It's so interesting. Atom, do you, in your past work, do you construct the nuclear station, like nuclear power station? How to say right in English?
Nuclear power plant.
Nuclear
Power
power
station
plant, yeah.
is also good. I didn't construct them. Instead, I did some tests how all the systems would behave in different accidents. Okay, my boss would hit me for the word accident. How do I say it in English? Відхилення від нормальної експлуатації. Probably Rick would help me. Yeah.
Okay, let me think.
So if the plant isn't working well, there are some leakages, breaks, but accident is only being said when we have the radioactivity leakage outside the plant. But this almost never happens. We had few stories, but never again.
Yeah. You say
know-
few stories, and one story is Chernobyl, of course. The second one is probably Fukushima, right? In
Fukushima.
Japan.
And
what else?
the first one was 3 Mile Island in the US, somewhere in the 60s, 1960s.
I actually never heard about this
So
one.
these are the three, the most biggest accidents with the nuclear power plants.
Wow. Aziza, you had a question.
Yeah, I just remember I saw advertisement in Odessa. It was in Kiev. It was like reclam advertisement. Is it Rick?
Yeah, advertisement.
Advertisement with one political leader, and it was really, I think, some maybe pro-Russian person, I don't know, but he said, "I'm against European Union. I'm against NATO, but I'm for the nuclear weapons for Ukraine." And it was, and then, like, it was somewhere in the corner of the street, so I don't know this person absolutely. And a lot of people now said that we have to build our nuclear weapons, and like and have open a system that can prevent such aggression. And what do you think about this? Oh, you work like can be like contact with this topic, or you're absolutely something that not work with this. So you interested in this
No,
topic?
it's absolutely different from what I did, but in Ukraine we have a lot of smart people. So I guess if we would have funds and the willingness to do this, on my opinion, we could do this with some time. It will not be fast, but everything is in our hands, as we say
You know,
in
Uh,
Ukraine.
I saw the joke that let's open fundraising for the nuclear weapons, because we
Yes,
collect a lot of money,
it,
so we can do it.
that's basically what the Monobank CEO did.
uh-huh.
He just created this
Jar.
fundraise
Monobank jar. Yeah.
jar telling for nuclear without any description.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there was pretty much money on it,
Yeah.
like and really fast.
But I don't think it will be enough to even buy a
Yeah.
few
Yeah.
kilograms of uranium. I'm not sure. It should be pretty expensive. And actually, what about the nuclear weapons? In my opinion, we should have it, but the problem is it's not just going to be problematic to build it, but it's also going to be very problematic to be allowed to build that and not being bombed by United States. You see, those countries who possess nuclear weapons, they want to control every country in the world from staying non-nuclear. So only them will have the nuclear weapons. This is why Israel never said officially that they have nuclear weapons. They built their own nuclear weapons, but they never said that they have it. And it's getting much
We can do
easier.
it also like this. Just
Yeah,
don't say about it.
it would be awesome. It would be really awesome. But right now, I'm looking at our leadership, and I doubt that it's possible. Maybe when we have someone like Golda Meir, lead in our country, like Israel had back in the days, maybe. But you see, I was actually discussing it with someone a few days ago that a country is gonna be that aggressively protecting their own borders and own security mainly, only in one case, if they will be on the brink of total elimination, total destruction. So it happened to Jews back in 20th century with Nazi Germany trying to completely destroy, to commit a full genocide against their nation, and that brought them to a state where either they be so aggressive and war waging to preserve their nation. Of course, it's not okay. Of course, killing children in Gaza and civilians in Gaza is not okay. But the thing is, I think only this helped them to survive as a nation. Only being really aggressive, being, taking even something that is not of their own, something that they can take just because they have the power. It helped them, to survive and to actually be pretty strong and resistant to different attacks and they have this huge ally, United States. What other country in the world can really count on that much support from United States as Israel can count? I don't think that I can remember any other country, and we kind of need to learn the best of this experience. Of course, not all of this, but I think our leadership right now is a bit populistic to make steps to start creating nuclear weapons. So I kind of started talking about the nuclear weapon, switch to Israel, and now I'm coming back finally. So here what I was connecting it with. So basically, nuclear weapons in the future, I don't know if they're possible. We're kind of on the brink of the extinction right now, too, right? But not at the same level, not at the same, how do you, level of the brink, right? Because if we, they didn't have their own state. They were killed in millions in the concentration camps of Nazis, and that was like the almost full extinction. So, in my opinion, nation is probably not capable of really changing that big and being ready to take such steps without being to some extent of extinction, close to extinction. So this is my opinion. Your counter arguments, my friends?
I think that our nation also saw everything. Like we just have to remember about this, because Holodomor, millions of
Yeah.
Ukrainian, Holodomor was in Crimea too, deportation, Russian terror, when they rape our women's children.
Yeah.
I think it's good enough. Just we have no maybe good economy like in Israel, and I think that what's the most important after the World War II, and when it was building of United Nation, and when they saw how uh, in United Nations they could not find justice, when the murderers and people who did a lot of crimes till like I know that some of them like have this, so they still was in the court, so they like answer of a crime in the end of the life, so they were like old men or old women, and they didn't see the justice, and it's they learned um, so they understood
Yeah.
they could not be okay with peaceful organization that try to build this balance in the world. It doesn't work, and they realized it uh, many years ago. They understood and they built Mossad, and they understood that they don't care about the vision of another people. They try to be peaceful and etc. So they don't care about opinion of a lot of people who have this white flag and say that let's hug each other and be friends. No, because they saw everything after the full World War II. They saw this systems that could not work good. So yeah, they are, of course they had a big history when everybody hates them from the beginning and nobody supports them absolutely, like in general. Yeah, United States supports them, but
But
I feel that and I'm shocked that a lot of people anti-Semitic yet, and we have big danger from that side. And I really understood how Hitler was so famous, and a lot of people support them, and another nation didn't like. And as another nation, when they saw when Hitler killed a lot of Jewish people, they were all right, okay, let it be, because Really, they have such problems from the beginning, and that is why now they don't they don't care about opinion of another nations. They just have to survive. But Ukrainian really had same history, terrible history with this Holodomor, with all this shed topic, deportation, prisons in Hulag, in these Russian concentration camps, and it just we were not so like popular in the world. Our like this genocide wasn't popular because Russian had big influence on this world, and they just said it's not about Ukrainian at all. And even now they said about this that it's war between United States and Russia, and Ukraine is nothing. It's just puppet. And I'm feeling so angry because of this, because this imperialistic world still doesn't want to see will of nation, the will of nation that try to survive. And we know about this as it was not because of United States. It was many centuries ago when United States didn't exist at all.
Exactly.
So really, we have enough to do, enough sense to build it to be such strong, because we saw everything. We saw genocide, deportation, wars, and yeah.
That's an interesting point from Dana Kyiv. She says anti Semitism used to be far right, now it is far left. Exactly. Exactly. It's
Far
like,
right and far left, they unite.
yeah. Lately they did. That's ridiculous. But interesting how the history of the humankind develops, that when far right and far left united and became anti-Semitic at the same time. Atom, Fuzzy, what do you guys think about this topic?
What, the Israel topic or the
I-
nuclear topic?
Yeah, which one?
Okay, let's maybe begin with the Israel topic, and then come to the nuclear topic.
Okay. The Israel and Palestine topic, I'm not going to go into. Yeah. But the Ukraine topic, it's well, Ukraine used to actually have nuclear weapons. And they used to have a lot of missiles as well. And obviously they gave them all to the Russians, and now the Russians are using them against us. So I do think Ukraine definitely has the facilities to build a nuclear weapon very easily. I think the only issue right now, and even in the future, would be where to put it. That would be the main issue.
Will be what? Once again.
Where to put the nuclear weapon. Like if they
where?
were to make a nuclear weapon, where they would put it. That would be the main issue. For obvious reasons. But no, like Ukraine can definitely do it. The only thing is it's like, in my opinion, it's with nukes and stuff like that, any form of nuclear weapon, if you want one, you basically need, it's not like a rule or anything like that, but like off the books, like off the records, like NATO kind of have to give you permission.
Yeah.
Otherwise they
exactly.
otherwise they will get involved. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they will start doing mad shit. But I like, when Biden was in, if the war had stopped, I do reckon people would have started funding some form of nuclear like program for Ukraine. But I don't think they will do it for at least another 10 years. There won't be none of it. And I kind of hope that like there isn't a nuclear program given to Ukraine, not because the Ukrainians would use it or anything like that, but just because it's like, because it's being bombed to fuck at the minute. It's like if they hit it, it's like, oh fuck, because they're just hitting everything at the minute. Like an apartment building 100 meters away from mine took a shaheed the other day, and it was just like in the city centre. So it's like, even if you put it, for example, let's say they built a big fuck off tunnel in Odessa, and they decided they were going to store it in a cave. Like, what's stopping them from just getting one of those like drone FPV things and just deleting Ukraine through water? Like, I don't know. But no, I think Ukraine could definitely do it, and I do think they should do it, just not yet. Like, let things settle down. Don't give anybody any excuses to like start turning sides or give Russia an excuse to like start using more ICBMs and all this stuff. But yeah, that's my opinion on that.
Yep. Okay, Mykhailo, it's your turn.
Okay. So, what about Israel? I'm not an expert, but what I can say, while they had the hot phase of their campaign with Palestine, I just watched some videos of it. I guess all of us did. So, of course, they have a powerful army, no doubt, but they have a lot of things to learn from us because one day they gonna meet FPVs, UAVs, and they are like parking. They'll, 12 tanks all together, like cars
Yeah.
in the parking lots. Mm, they are not following the modern experience and
Yeah.
many stuff like that. Uh, I guess about Israel, that's all. I am not into it. But about nuclear, so we also like I'm I'm sure that we can physically make it with some years, with huge amount of money and time. But there is also some things we should face. It's like Fuzzy said, it's NATO.
Mm-hmm.
The UN is also, they have special organization called International Atomic Energy Agency,
Mm-hmm.
and we have their
Oh.
representatives on each power plant in Ukraine,
Mm-hmm.
and they are controlling amount of uranium loaded into the reactor. They check what is loaded off the reactor when the fuel is changed. So everything is being watched. And for example, you can make plutonium inside our reactors, but we are not allowed to do something with it because we are watched by UN basically.
Mm-hmm.
So we also have to deal with them, and not meaning that having nuclear weapon is pretty dangerous thing. Because building one or two things, two units, while Russia has thousands, no one would announce it. So probably we are already on this road or not. You never know.
Okay, would be cool to discover some, uh, yeah, some centrifuges somewhere in
One day,
Carpathians, you know.
one day you're just waking up, scrolling the news, and oh, Ukraine has nuclear now.
Yeah, would be
Funny.
cool. Um, so yeah, congratulations to MVS for winning 2 paintings of Aziza. So there's more work for you, Aziza, unfortunately, to send them to him.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Martin. And then Nine Lives donated. No, Nine Lives is winning Lena's collage. So that's really cool. Thank you.
So actually, it was not a long story, but still. I used to work at the IAEA, which I mentioned previously. It's an International Atomic Energy Agency. And this place is gathering people all around the world. And it's the place where you use your real name, not like Mike, not Michael. I was Mikhailo. And when you have my boss from Ghana calling me Mykhailo, like a person from Malaysia, yes, Mykhailo. Some there were so many different names for Mykhailo, and that was so funny at the beginning. Yeah, so Mykhailo is something that sounds, I don't know, I lost
Unique,
my mind.
unique by Ukrainian
Yeah,
culture. Yeah.
it is unique name, but for foreigners, it's not really common because of this letter H. They don't have it mostly, not everyone, but yeah, and the letter U. So Mikhailo,
Mhm.
it's pretty awesome.
You know, I'm a Crimean Tatar, and it's really interesting how people can change your name by my friends, because I have the name Aziza. It's not easy. It's not difficult to say Aziza, but sometimes in my childhood, people ask me, can I say your name more little? Like, do you have some
That's,
more little
yes.
name? Like, Aziza, ah, Oza.
No, but I guess it would be Ziza. It is like a smaller one, but
Yeah, yeah, it's okay for me. Really,
but
no problem. But some people really change the name. For example, it's also about like a little bit imperialistic mind, maybe, because in Crimea, especially like in the 19th 2000s years, when it was Ukrainian territory, and now it's also Ukrainian territory, but under Russian occupation. I remember how people call my father Sasha, and he's Iskender, and he's very he has a great he had great feeling of humor. And he, even when somebody asked him on the street, for example, it was this people from the church, these people that can meet you on the street and say, let's go to my church in the
oh, yeah.
Sunday. And my father wanted to play with these people, like it's like, and we know everything, and he just, yeah, I will go on Sunday, yeah, I will go. And they ask, what's your name? And he said, Sasha Alexander. And he knows that like Crimean Tatar are Muslims, but he was always he tried to make often funny stories in his life. So it's interesting, yeah. And then yesterday I watching the also film about Crimean Tatars. I don't know. I think it's a British film was, and he also tried to name Crimean Tatars leaders or like the writers, and the names were absolutely different than how we call them, because it's absolutely not like unusual for them to say it's like we. Yeah.
Yeah, for them, this is the difference in alphabet. I also had friends, uh, new friends I met there at that organization, and also people used to call them like Oleg. So we had a Ukrainian guy in my department, in the department I used to work. So his name was Oleg, but with the new Ukrainian transcription, uh, like few years ago, it used to be Oleg with G for golf, but now it's Oleg, and he had this new name Oleg, so people called him like Ole.
Ole.
That's also also funny one.
Yeah, it's again because of the sound that there's no such sound in English like right? So it's either or don't pronounce it at all. It was so funny. I was laughing when you were telling those stories. Aziza, especially when your father said, "Yes, I'm Sasha, Alexander."
But he didn't want that this person will be sad.
Don't want to make them sad, right?
And we
Oh,
were so happy with the father because it was like, performance. He was performer, trickster.
yeah, you see, artistic is running in your family, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Adam is the best. Adam is a guest. Adam is the West and will pass any test. We love him and hope for his joy. He is a man, not a boy. So let's scream his name, the enemy, to annoy. That's fucking awesome. That's a
Wow.
really like
Yep,
we have
that's
yeah,
that's
Atom.
awesome. Thank you.
Like we have our
I
own.
should have the screenshot.
Yeah, make it please. We have our own Eminem here in the chat. Adam is the best. Adam is a guest. Adam is a West, and will pass any test. We love him and hope for his joy. He's a man, not a boy. So let's scream his name, the enemy to annoy. That's fucking
I
awesome.
must admit that that was pretty fast.
Yeah.
So it's Atom.
Tom.
Thanks.
Tom.
Thanks.
Wow. So thanks for that. Mopsy's gun is very talented. I noticed it in the previous poems he was making there in the chat. So yeah, it's really cool. Thanks, Mopsies. Please visit more of the streams and make poems about our guests. It is so cool. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I guess one day you should make a stream with Mops's gun.
Yeah.
So you will have other guests discussing different topics, and like few minutes past, poem pause,
Yeah.
something like that.
Would be cool.
Yep. So I will be leaving. I would like to thank you once more for inviting me. To thank Aziza for being just wonderful, and all the rollers. Mops is gone for the poem. Nikki, Andreas, Mr. T, and everyone else for the donations. I'm sure those money will go. They will power up the persons who's doing great job, and you're doing great job powering them up. Thank you,
Thank
and
you so
have a nice
much.
stream.
Thank you for your
Good
service, my
night.
friend. And thank you for coming as
Thank
a
you so
guest.
much for your time together with us.
Yeah. It was a
Always
great
glad.
time.
Okay.
I
Good
hope
night
to see you here
and
again.
calm night.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Live long and prosper. Funds,
British music is for me is the best music, and British studios is also are the best studios for
Mhm.
me. And I dream to record my music in United Kingdom, in the Air Studio and in other studios. And my favorite musical style, trip hop,
Mhm.
was born in
In
United
Britain.
Kingdom, in
Mhm.
Bristol. So
Uh,
really, they can really record music absolutely great, and you could not do it same quality in Ukraine, unfortunately.
and what
So
about the United States?
United States, yeah, but
Why the British studios are better than the US?
because they work more with another style, I think, and British studios have the big history
Uh-huh.
for for the working with sound. So they have the professionals people. So
Mhm.
because music is not only like stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, stuff is
Yeah.
very important, but the way of thinking of people, a feeling of style,
Mhm.
is very important.
Yeah. You're right.
And of
Um,
course, if you can rule these people in Ukraine, you can say what you want with the sound, but it's harder than more difficult than in United
ah,
Kingdom.
I understand what you're talking about. So here, our sound producers, they lack the taste and the deep history of good quality music,
Yeah.
as they have in United Kingdom. But actually, I think in the United States, they also have good examples, and that they have these. It's hard for me to say, to be honest. It's just my perception. Maybe I'm wrong. But I guess I understand what you're talking about here. Yeah. Well, I'm
Yes.
not gonna be arguing.
I hope someday it will happen, but of course we can do it in Ukraine too. For example, I know such studio in Kiev. It's I told about this I think many times. It's а, Боже, як вона? Це забула назву. It's in Довженка
Center.
Cinema. No, not center. It's
Studia.
on the area of the Довженка studio.
Uh-huh.
Звукоцех. Звукоцех. Звукоцех, they have great stuff, analog stuff, where you can record a music band, when you can record a vocal with a great microphones, and you can record orchestra. So you can record, for example, like in same time all band in great quality, and also with a good stuff. So they can really, because in the music production it's very important. I forgot this word. Ісходники, як сказати. So
Initial.
if you record music bad, you can't make it better with
So kind of initial sounding should be good.
Yeah.
Can this звукоцех do the good initial sound?
Yeah, you can record with, so you can have good, even you will have this good исходник. You can like send this for the in other studios in the Europe or to the United Kingdom, or it's also can be like this, but it's very important to record it right. And for me it's important because for this idea I'm leave, although it's my principle of creation of music, because it's not in another way you can record at home. You can record someone in small studios, and hip hop music, hip hop artists do it, and they are right with it. But for my style and for really my ideas of the music that can be good in any time, so the music that can be alive and modern forever. I really believe in this quality of the music, because I inspired by really great artists, by Black Sabbath, and another musician. They did it, and they didn't betray this open feeling of the music. And yeah, for me it's a reason of creation, because in another case I can go someone else to work and have the money. I really want to do it. Of course I want to, so I just want that I will have the opportunity to create my music. It means that it has to be successful, because if you have no success, you cannot record and create another music. You cannot continue to do your work.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the quality and the sense, because really I like when the sounds can be intelligent. So sounds help to create the message, because sound is also part of the sense of the music. It's also vision of the artist. It's also like philosophy of our life for me.
Yeah, I know this part. You told me that you really hear it from sometimes from the people when you are playing in front of them, that they understand the music even if they don't understand the words. They understand what the songs are about. And I think Rollers also told you that in the chat, right? When they were listening to you live. Thank you for that, Rollers. She's gone. So, guys, 716 tickets. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, and this beautiful flag is spinning on the wheel. You see, you cannot even see the flag properly. Spinning pretty fast. And who's the winner? Let's see. Number 634. Oh, 634. That's Dark Oblation from T, from Mr. T. Dark Oblation, Silver Earth, congratulations. They are the family. Aziza, so they both received this flag. The free ticket from Mr. T. The Dark Oblation. Aziza, giving you the mic to say goodbye.
It was an amazing night with great friends of Freak, with great guests, our soldiers, our warriors. It's a very big honor for me to be with you. Thank you so much, Rick, for your work. Want to hug you all, friends. We we believe in Ukraine, in the spirit of our people, and we will continue to fight for our people, for our territories in Crimea, in Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson region. And so, love you, hug you, take care of yourself. Good night, good morning, good day.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, dear moderators, for your hard work. Thank you for all the support today, super chats, gifted memberships, and Slava Ukraini, Heroям Slava.
Slava.
To all, good night. Thank you, Kiwi Wayne. Good night, Aziza and Rick. Thanks for talking to us. Thank you also for talking to us. It's really cool. So, shit, after all, it's 6-hour stream. I did not go to bed earlier, but it was totally worth it. I don't regret it. We lived a life at full potential, and we need to do it because tomorrow may never come. So let's do it.
Yeah.
Good night, Aziza. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Hugs.
Good night. Safe night for you.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Good night, Aziza. Good night, Rollers. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Live long, prosper, and donate. Slava Ukraini.
Heroям Slava.
Heroям Slava. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, leave any comment under it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. You can find the full stream recording. This clip was taken from here. And I invite you to join us on Rig the Ukrainian here for live streams and videos from Ukraine. Thank you, and live long and prosper.